Don't do it.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Cryptic Heartland Podcast, episode number 144. I am one of the hosts. I'm Leo. And across the way, we got Mr. Jason, and we got Dan the Man.
What's up?
Oh, wait a minute. There's two other guests on the show. I didn't know. We got two dolls. And there's not my dolls. These are Dan's dolls, by the way, mind you.
They're my dolls, yes.
Yes, he plays with dolls in his spare time.
I do.
Should have heard
He
what
sleeps
playing.
with them, cuddles with them.
You sure heard he was playing with earlier. Something about ball cupping or something. I don't know what that meant, so we'll leave it at that. But
Wow.
Anywho, what's going on, everybody?
Not much, just another week.
Another fun-filled day
Yeah.
of the show. Sorry, I'm a little out of sorts here. I'm trying to get everything, make sure it's working as intended.
No worries.
Hey, Barb, how you doing? Got Barb checking in.
It's been a good week. We had a nice, cool rain down today. That was nice.
It was like a 5-minute rain, wasn't it?
We had about 3 hours over the house, but yeah, and for most parts. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, it rained a lot, yeah.
I was down here the whole day. I was working, of course. I know, shocking. Actually working, and then I was also getting stuff ready for tonight's show. Which, by the way, we're going to talk about poltergeists, possessions, and haunted objects.
Oh.
I wish we could see the dolls' faces. I was telling Dan it's hard to see their faces on camera. I'll have to see if I can get that adjusted a little better.
See if we can bring this one over here and you can see his face a little bit better. Maybe darker.
Have you named these guys yet, or girls?
No. Does that help at all with that?
Well, I don't know. I didn't know how close or attached you are to them.
I am not attached at all.
He's over there hugging it.
Yes.
No, I can't see her face at all.
Let me see if I can get her to show up a little
Pretty
better.
white.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let's see if we can't get her. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I don't know. She doesn't want to be on screen, apparently.
You crazy porcelain dolls.
Oh, that's better. A little better. I don't want to go too dark. Maybe I'll have to do that for both.
Okay.
Hang on one second.
Oh,
Here in a while, you're going to have to explain your dolls, you know.
I'll explain to you about one. I mean, I can tell you a little bit about them now.
Yeah, what's the history of these dolls, by the way?
Well, Dana and I like to do estate sales. We hit the estate sales quite often.
Uh-huh.
Just again to see artifacts. I mean, see history.
Right.
You know, people collect things over the years, and to see what people have left their family and to sell. You know, we just like to look at stuff.
Sure.
So we went into this house, and they had 2 doll rooms. I mean, complete. I mean, these were 10 by 14 bedrooms, and they were nothing but dolls. Or ceiling to floor. They had them on shelves. They had them on beds. They had them everywhere. It was creepy. And so we're walking through the house, and you know, there's other items in the room, like there's a desk, and we was looking at some electronics and stuff. And we're walking through the room, and like, well, hey, you know what? We always like to take trigger objects to our paranormal events, and we're like, I told Dana, I was like, let's get a couple dolls. Let's see if we can find a couple dolls that are kind of unique, and we can, you know, something that's old, and we'll take them out to these locations and put them out. Because, you know, we have the motion detecting pianos and stuff, and I got the Boo Buddy bear for the kids, and we're like, well, dolls would be great too.
Yeah.
And, you know, if we can get a period doll, you know, late 18, early 1920s, 30s dolls. So we're walking around looking through the room, and nothing really caught our eye. And then we walk into this room, and we're looking through there, and we're like, I don't know. So we started walking out, and there's a bassinet that's got like 4 dolls in it, 2 kind of cloth dolls, and then it has these 2 things in there. And as we're walking through the room, we're trying to figure out, well, which dolls do you think would work?
Uh-huh.
Then all of a sudden the bassinet starts moving by itself. So it's just Dana and I in the room, and this bassinet starts moving a little bit. It just kind of starts rocking back and forth. And we're like, okay, sold. So we grabbed these 2 out of there. And we didn't grab the cloth dolls, and you know, these guys look more ominous to me than they did. So
What if it was the cloth dolls that were doing it?
I know. Well, I hate to say it, but I mean, we'd be sitting around the house or sitting in the recliners relaxing on a Sunday afternoon, and we can hear the porcelain.
Oh, wow.
Seriously?
That's pretty obvious.
Not often, but we do hear it. And both of them have porcelain feet, so I don't know which one it is.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've heard him knocking, and my dog kind of. When I pulled him off of the cabinet that we usually have him sitting in the living room, we put him on the couch here this afternoon so we can bring him to the show. And my dog just would like walk almost a room away to try to get away from these. He didn't want to pass that couch at all. So yeah.
Wow.
Interesting stuff.
So you haven't given them names or anything like that?
No. So if we want to name them, we can. Or if we want some of our patrons to name them.
That's not a bad idea.
You know, we can give them a name and give them a home here on the show and hope for the best.
Or the worst.
Or the worst, yes.
It's not bad.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do it. I ain't naming
So,
them.
I'm going to walk up. Hang on. Let me get up here real quick. And I'm going to bring him up a little closer so people at home can see him a little better. 1 second. You want to hand me
Yep.
one at a time?
Yep.
This one, oh shit, why knocking stuff over? This one, I think I have the perfect name for, and I'll show you why in a little bit here. So let me get this up. Hopefully I can see a little better when it's in camera. Hang on 1 second. Is this a boy or a girl?
It looks to be a female, but...
Yeah, hang on. I don't know if people at home can see that well.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's not bad. That's
So...
I don't know. It kind of looks like a boy now.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I don't know if I can put him there. Will he stay there?
Yeah, he'll sit.
I kind of like him right there. A little close. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, he disappeared. I don't know if he's going to stay up there or not. I have to get him.
Put him on the books?
I'd have to get him, yeah, a shelf or something to sit
Well, no,
on.
that one will prop if you said it just right.
Yeah, I'll put him up there in a minute. Jason, you want to hand me the other one? The first one, I'll name it in a second here. We're gonna do some things with these. It's gonna sound bad. We're gonna do some things with these dolls. We're gonna do some experiments and stuff like that tonight on the show. And this is the girl. Hopefully she'll show up here in a minute. 1 second, people at home. Hopefully I can get her in camera. Sorry, we're on a delay here. That's why I can't tell. Yeah, I can see her really good there. Except her hat's see-through.
I like it.
Yeah. So,
Oh, that's crazy.
that's pretty wild, isn't it? So maybe I'll get a stand here in just a minute. We'll get them going here. After we do some experiments, but I want you guys to keep an eye on them tonight throughout the show because I want to see if we get any kind of interaction with these things.
Don't worry, I can throw some holy water on them if they stand up and attack.
Well, the first one I was going to say, and let me pull up an image here just a second here, if I can figure out what the hell, how to operate a dang show.
Oh.
What?
I might think where you're going with this. I see.
There's a show, isn't there? I think there's a show. Wasn't there a... Hang on, I'll find it. Oh yeah, I'm on
I'm waiting for the feet to like start clicking.
Clicking? Yes.
Yeah, that's another thing, people. Listen to. I'm gonna turn the other mic on. Maybe we can hear any kind of feedback from him. Oh, that's weird, Dan. You're doing something weird over there. You have extra. I don't know what it is, dude. Something about your shoulders.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with your shoulders, dude. It's like your aura is showing, sir. Can you turn it down?
I can't turn it down. Again, like you said, the ball cupping, whatever you want to call it, last night. I did do some alternative medicine thing called fire cupping and
Ball cutting.
ball cupping. Yeah. Wow, that is kind of strange.
I'm gonna adjust some things. Oops, that's not gonna fix it. It's gonna make it worse. What can we do to you, Dan?
We got Tiff, we got Rhea, Andy. Hi there, Andy.
We're gonna have to just deal with it. But let me
Barb.
looking for this mask that's gonna be perfect. And I don't mean to insult the doll or anything, but come on, man, where you at? Oh my gosh. I want to get you guys the right image for this. Yeah, we'll just go with this.
Oh, there's Heath. Hi, Heath. How you doing, man?
For people just joining, we have a couple of dolls next to Dan, between Dan and Jason, that we're seeing if they're going to be haunted or not. We don't know for sure. They come from another estate sale that Dan went to, and we're going to see if they do anything. I'm trying to get this image of this doll here. Hang on one second.
Yeah, talking to one of the family members. I know the one on the left here in the yellow outfit, that is original. The one on the right, that is original-ish. The lady that owned them actually created the outerwears to it, but it's based on what it used to have on, or possibly still has partially on underneath. She just put more frilly stuffs on it to make it Afghanish looking. Yeah.
Wow.
Not bad.
Did they say any kind of back story behind them, any significance to them, or?
Not in these two, no. I know they were cherished because that's the reason they had their own bassinet. She did state that these guys always resided in that bassinet, and that the daughter of the family that lived there did not want all the dolls, so they were trying to get rid of them. They had one of the doll rooms was basically all clown dolls, which
Nice.
is a room that I didn't much care for. But yeah,
For some reason, I've never been afraid of dolls. I don't know why. It
Yeah,
doesn't bother
I've
me.
never been afraid either.
It doesn't bother me at all. So
well, I mean, I'd shake hands with Annabelle if I seen her today. Just to say hi.
Exactly.
And hey, not in that way. I'm not going to sit there and try to pull the
Don't touch the
demons
doll.
out of it. But
okay, so I'm pulling up on screen here. There's this doll, and you're gonna see what I'm saying about the face here in just a second. The doll is called Cuddles.
Oh,
And it
okay.
looks like the one closest to Jason.
Oh,
The mask on the screen there.
that's awesome.
So
Oh,
let me go ahead and pull that up here. Hand me the doll, please, Jason.
Cuddles.
Yeah, I kind of like the name because until it attacks you. So
That does kind of got a Cuddles look.
it's just the hairstyle and the face. Hang on one
Right.
second, you'll see it here in just a second, people. I love
It's
that.
a little small rendition of it.
Yeah, and you can see the hair a little bit. It's cracking me up.
Look at those eyes.
I really wish we could get it to stay right here in front of you.
It's got a wandering eye there.
Close to. I'm gonna have to figure that out here in a second. But
Wow.
yeah, so that's called Cuddles. I'm not saying that's what the name of the doll is, but that's just one thing that struck me as.
So what's the story with Cuddles?
Well, there's also a movie. That's what I thought Dan was going with, called I want to say it's Valentine Day, my Valentine, or
Oh, yes,
that called?
yes. My Bloody Valentine.
My
or
Bloody
something.
Valentine. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what it is. Let me see if that's.
Oh,
I think
that's
that
got-
Killer wore.
That's got Dean Winchester in it.
And that's the mask that he wears going
Isn't that
around.
the same?
Oh, no, 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 no.
What's it called? Valentine's Day or something?
Well, she keeps dying over and over. It kills her.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about too.
And he's wearing this mask. Cuddles. You're right. Oh my God, that is so freaky. I just seen it now.
I'm trying to figure out what the name of that movie was because every time I think that's what I pulled up is real lovey-dovey. Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day. That's it.
Ding 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 ding. Leave it to Rhea. Did I say her name? Rhea.
Rhea.
Leave it to Rhea to find that out.
Happy Death Day. That's exactly what
I
it
knew it was
is.
something. I was just like, I just couldn't think what it was.
Yeah, like several different images of Cuddles, the death doll.
Oh yeah, there we go. This is Happy Death Day here.
Great. I've had Cuddles in my house.
You've been cuddling with it too. So this is the doll that we were talking about the movie itself. Similar in nature and mask. Let's get this going here. Let me get my stupid head out of the way here in 1 second. Oh, you guys can't see this behind the scenes. Oh, what the hell? Man, everything's acting all a little screwy because of Dan's damn dolls. All right.
Right.
So on the screen coming up, you'll see the Happy Death Day mask from the movie itself.
Oh,
Similar. Definitely
Similar.
similar. Yeah, I can't see the hair. I couldn't find one with any hair. It's always wearing the hoodie over its head, but you get the gist of it. So,
That one's a little more freaky. But yeah. I did not realize they had only one tooth.
hmm
But it is a baby.
Yes, sir. All right. So what does all this mean? Well, I was trying to brainstorm what's a good topic topic to talk about this evening, and I was thinking, well, shit, I like spooky. The scarier, the better for me.
Yes.
I mean, paranormal, it is what it is. I mean, some people think paranormal itself is scary, but not all. I mean, but in this case, I love haunted objects. I like things like haunted dolls. I always want to get, if you're on a big investigation with me, and there's a doll in the room, I'm gonna talk to it and get it to try to move every time, just so you be prepared.
I remember that in Wilson when you were sitting there trying to talk to all the dolls they had in that one section.
Yep. My very first doll.
Not Wilson.
My very first investigation was at a salon, and it had a haunted doll reportedly that the guy ordered off the internet. That was in the basement, and of course, first thing, me being new to not knowing anybody other than Renee on the team, because that's my sister at the time, I was gonna get it to try to move, and right away Claire's like, "You better not! That thing moves! I'm freaking punching you!" And then I'm running out of here.
Yeah.
I'm like, "What's the point of this?"
I know.
The
Brendan,
point of us investigating is to see this doll's supposedly haunted. Let's get this thing to move.
I wanted to see it move. I sat down there in the basement staring at it for the longest time.
It didn't move for me.
No, it didn't.
I've never seen the doll move like that, but then we've been to a couple other places.
I wanted to correct myself. It wasn't Wilson. It was up in
Oberlin.
I was going to say, we were in another
Oberlin.
place.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, we did have a doll in the Wilson case. In the hall.
Yeah,
the little girl that was up there on the third floor.
The owner kept bringing her doll from her house.
Yeah, and they just left it there eventually in the window. But yeah, we did. I think somebody else had brought a doll.
Probably.
Yeah,
Tiffany
we had
brought
that
a couple
bear.
dolls.
Yeah,
Who
Tiffany
was?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a bear also too up there. The bear that was moved, where it was on the on the bed with.
Yeah.
We worked with Casey,
The bear that
the videographer.
Instead of falling down, he rose up.
Yeah, the opposite way.
Yes. That was a freaky video.
So.
I love that.
So
Yes.
what do you think about all that stuff with dolls and everything? Do they hold energy? Do they hold the spirit of others, or is it just something
Okay,
in the
well,
moment?
think about like objects that we tell people. What did you bring in last? You know,
Sure.
When did your activity start? What did you bring in? And then we tell them to take away that
Mhm.
object, whether it's a chair or anything, that absorbed energy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so why not a doll? And if it has arms, legs, and everything like that, why couldn't something maybe not human, you know,
Right.
entity taken over? Why not?
Definitely.
If I had the power to do that, I would,
Oh, you will eventually.
and then I would be tapping on your windows and shit.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
no, I mean, I'm just saying, if I had the power to do it, I would.
Sure.
That's what I would do. You know, dolls and stuff. They have legs. Why not? It makes sense for the Annabelle thing that story.
I'm not doing a Raggedy Ann doll. I don't want to take part.
I'm still gonna buy one and bring it.
Yeah,
Okay with
but I
that.
mean, think about it. I mean, if you're going to sit there and take over a doll, a Raggedy Ann doll, but hey, why
Well,
not?
I mean, at the time, I mean, it just depends on how the connection, or you know, that doll may have been the first thing spirit came
Exactly.
to.
Yes, yeah. That was available in the room.
Yeah.
It was large. It was something.
Took the opportunity
Yes.
and did it.
Yeah.
I mean, did we? I don't know if I've ever even read up on Annabelle to the point, because I know that the Warrens said that it was a child spirit in it, or a
Mhm.
girl. I don't know if it's child or not. But was it really, or was it like a demonic type situation?
Well, I think it's the fact that the doll was moving so many. Every time they looked, with the owner,
Right.
the girl, was she a nursing? Not nursing student. She was just a college student, wasn't she?
Well, I thought
No,
she was nursing.
She's
Yeah.
a nursing
But her and
student.
her
Yeah.
roommates, every time they come on, this thing was moving
Right.
consistently on its own. You know, it even stood up in the hallway by itself.
Yeah.
Which, if
Came
you know what
home.
a Raggedy Ann doll is, there's
Right.
no way. Those things are what they are. They're raggedy.
Yeah.
They're real flimsy. I mean, they're not going to stand on their own.
Right.
But so it freaked her enough out to make sure to have somebody come in and investigate, which happened to be the Warrens, and
Right.
she didn't want it anymore. So they took ownership of it and put it in their museum in the basement, where it still resides to today.
Yeah.
Of course, it was obviously they named it Annabelle because isn't that the spirit's name that was supposedly haunting it?
Yeah.
That's
They
what
believe
said.
that
They came up with a name somehow through their years of research on it or whatever they're trying to say, investigating with it as far as, and they came across the name somehow. And Annabelle was supposedly the spirit of the entity that was haunting the
Right.
doll. But and then also, obviously it's the basis of the movie. Well, you think about Child's Play, Chucky doll. That's not really based upon Annabelle. It's based upon Robert the doll. So
Is that what they based it
I'm
on?
pretty sure that's what
Yeah.
I've heard over the years. Yeah,
But-
Robert the doll was the basis of that.
By watching it, I would say yes. Yeah, it'd be Robert the doll.
Because supposedly Robert the doll is possessed by a spirit that was, of his former, let's call him a serial killer for this conversation, and or a killer, we'll call him, and was whispering into the little boy's ear that owned it. I think it was in Puerto Rico or Cuba or somewhere. I don't want to say Puerto Rico, and was trying to get to. Well, the kid said it was trying to get him to do bad things and all this stuff, and they would go away. The family would leave, and the neighbors across the way would be like, that doll's moving in that room, or they seen it looking out the window and all kinds of weird behavior. And it's just like, I'm like, dude, I would freaking love to see that.
Yeah.
I was like, why can't I see that crap? I want to see that. Because, most things, natural things we can explain, but if this doll is, I guess your first thing is, well, the kid's playing with the doll. But wait a minute, the kid, I think he left with his parents. I just saw him, and yeah. I love spooky shit, man. I can't get enough of it.
No, I would like to go check out one of these paranormal or haunted object museums that are rolling around.
Yeah, definitely.
I
would too, because, I love the history behind each object itself. I don't know how putting something, binding it and all that stuff, putting it behind a glass protective case with salt around it is supposed to bind the spirit or whatever, not. But how much does it really do that?
Right.
I don't know. I take it for what it is.
Yeah.
You would think that a spirit that has the strength to do
whatever it wants
to a doll,
inhabit a doll,
and the power to do evil things to people. You think just salt and glass is gonna actually?
You wouldn't think so. Yeah, but
well, does it really I don't know. Abide by rules?
Well, you think about, in what do you call it, voodoo and all that stuff, they do a lot of that binding stuff around people's, we worked a case here,
right.
And the lady thought she was being, had a curse put on her because they were digging through her trash. She was seeing all these weird little, I don't know what they even call these things. These
right. Some objects, symbols.
Moving symbols in the house itself, and she came outside and there was salt all over around her whole her outside of her door around the whole property, and it was her ex-husband's new girlfriend who happened to be from Louisiana and
trying to protect it.
Trying to
curse her. Okay.
But the problem is she wanted us to come in and help her. That was the same house where we had the infamous ectoplasm on the wall.
Oh, okay.
Where in the basement we touched the wall and it looked like it was glistening. Like, what is this crap? So we touched it, and you shouldn't really probably touch it, but we touched it, and it's just it's like gelatin, but it was dripping like water. And we're like, well, did you have a leak in here? And the house was empty because she was trying to get out of there as much as she could. She had one chair in the whole house, and she sat in the living room with it.
But she didn't do that, put it on the wall or anything?
No, she was surprised that it was in there. She's like, what is that? I'm like, we're asking you, what is it? It's leaking in your house. And there was nothing there. There was no pipes there. Above that, it would have been, it was a center wall, like a support wall in the basement, so there was nothing in there.
On the refrigerator, you don't have anything over there with a blinking red light by chance, do you?
Blinking red light?
Yeah.
I have nothing over here blinking.
Okay.
You seeing lights?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Cool.
Nice.
So what I'm saying, voodoo, hoodoo, and all that stuff, it's a totally different, avenue.
Right.
But when it comes to dolls and whatever kind of entity, whether it's demonic, whether it's human, whether
sure.
Do you honestly think that it's binding to rules and stuff that you just say? I don't know.
I don't know. I've studied all that stuff, and I take it for what.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that too.
Okay. Sorry if the podcast crashes because we talk about haunted objects and who knows what's in this freaking room as it is. The studio.
In your house.
Yeah. All the equipment we talk about next to me. There's stuff on the table that's haunted. Oh man, that camera's doing some weird shit, dude. It's focusing in and out on those dolls. It's trying to. I'm watching it on the screen and it's doing weird things. So, I don't know. It makes you wonder. What
Jeez.
Jason's trying to get possessed.
Yes. No. Hey, Cindy. How you doing?
But I don't know about that. Does it really limit it? Maybe it weakens it, kind of like with when you do things with crystals and stuff like that, and stones. Maybe that does weaken some of that energy by using certain type of salt. A salt
is basically it's a mineral or aka crystal. So
yeah, there's quartz and stuff in there. And else, yeah. So it makes sense. That's how you bind it. I know There used to be a show on TV called The Haunted Collector.
Yes, I
with
love
John
that.
Zaffis.
Yeah.
I want to get him on the show because I want to talk to him. He was supposed to be. Well, he wasn't going to be at the one we were supposed to be, but he goes around with all the paranormal shows and everybody knows him in the paranormal field. And I would love to see what he has. He supposedly everything he went to on a case would come bring it back home, and kind of like the Warrens did, and
Right.
collected it.
My question is,
And
so
walk
our
around
soul or spirit that's
Mhm.
in us, I can knock salt off the table and be just fine. I have stones and stuff like that. Why would it be any different for a spirit? Why? All of a sudden you're a spirit. Oh, I can't go near that. It's a rock or a stone that I can't. Why?
Maybe it weakens their energy levels as far as what's binding it and holding it in.
Yeah.
When you think about when you do a saging, it's supposedly, or the certain types of crystal or stones, it's supposed to draw out the negativity. Not necessarily get rid of them, just get out the negativity.
Right.
And everything else is supposed to be free, flowing, whatever, or, more
But if it's
organic.
so powerful to throw things, do things, move
Yeah.
objects, talk to us.
Sure.
I don't know. It just sometimes to me it just seems a little far fetched at times. In that aspect. But yet I love the whole idea. Watch Supernatural. They
Sure.
salt and burn everything. So I love it.
But they don't use it on their food, which is weird. I'm kidding.
Right, yeah.
Kidding. Bad joke. Bad dad joke. I don't know. I mean, there's something somewhere along the way. Somebody's started this practice, and it's translated to today.
Right.
Years later, and yeah, the stones. That reminds me of last weekend when Rose was like, I brought my stones. I bought some stones. I go, it's about damn time you got some.
Poor guy.
I miss Rose. He's fun. But we got to see him last weekend, and we worked on a case. Speaking of, we did work on a case last weekend, brief, and the owners asked us to come in and do just that, put stones in this particular area
Right.
because the activity was too intense that
How's the activity going now?
I asked, and he said it seems to be better. Now, how much does that mind over matter? It's like, well, things are better, or maybe
They came in, they did this, so maybe it's
or how much of it is maybe
it did work.
did calm down just a little bit, and
Yeah.
then it's ramping up for something even bigger.
Right.
Because I mean, this stuff's gonna have, like I told you guys, we talked about I think last show, it had the exact negative effect on me with the stones and stuff like that. I couldn't use them because it's like, man, it radiated everything negative more than it did
Right.
to help wean that stuff out.
Well, like I say, when we did the gridding and the stuff up there in a home in Norton,
Yes.
it did help them out.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I mean, we did the basic, what we did here. Hopefully, it keeps the energy out of the room, but will it push that energy somewhere else in the? Wow, that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Your picture just your
I moved
videos.
it. I moved
Yeah,
it.
I know,
was
but
trying
the
to-
way it looked,
trying
it
to
was
adjust
wow.
it. Sorry, I don't know where to. Here, I'll just do this. I'll hang out with the dolls.
But yeah, no, like I say, I mean, hopefully it doesn't push it to a different area into the building and make
Yeah.
something else worse for them.
Well, and that's what we'll find out
Yeah.
over the course of weeks, months to whatever.
Yeah.
We'll stay close contact with the owners, and
That's
we're
good.
sure-
That's good.
was that you?
Yeah.
That moved?
Yeah, that's my foot.
Oh, it's like it was over here. I threw me off.
Just
Sorry.
echo. So you want to talk about Poltergeist tonight?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, the movie's good. No, I'm just kidding.
The
This-
sequels suck, but
Yes.
No one behind the dolls.
Well, again, and the thing I like about we'll go with Poltergeist for a second.
okay,
yeah.
so-
yeah.
explain to what
You
your
explain it.
No, you guys explain. What's your thought on Poltergeist? What is it? What do you explain what it is and how it is? Because I've heard different people explain it.
Yeah.
As far as Poltergeist,
Like, what is an actual poltergeist?
Yeah. Is it human, non-human, stuff like that?
well,
Well, you see. I'll just read it off here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see what this says.
It's a German word for a noisy ghost or a noisy spirit. I've
Right.
heard that for sure. That's where the name came from. It's a type of ghost or spirit that is responsible for physical disturbances, such as loud noise. I'm just seeing shit flying around right next to me. Sorry, such as loud noises and objects being moved or destroyed. Most claims they say about this are what fictional description of poltergeist. They say that some things are capable of pinching, biting, hitting, and tripping people, which is interesting because we've had some of that on some of our occasions. Some of our investigations, I put investigation cases together as one word. They're also depicted as capable of moving or levitating objects, such as furniture, cutlery, noises, such as knocking on doors, and so on and so on. So basically, it's a spirit, for whatever reason, decided to become active, I guess, or maybe get your attention, or get to scare the shit out of you,
human?
basically, whatever.
Being angry?
Energy,
Being a
for
dick?
sure.
That's just it. I mean, it's hard to say.
Or is it something that's non-human that's trying to really mess with you, either to get you out,
Right.
get you out of the way, move on,
Yeah.
Just like, we try to do with them sometimes.
Yep.
Or is it really just a human spirit that's just, being a dick?
Sometimes they are.
It's got to be some type of
So how do you, like,
intelligent.
go about,
Right. Definitely intelligent. So how do you what?
so I'm just trying to make conversation here,
You're
'cause
fine.
I know a lot of the answers myself here,
Go
but...
ahead and answer your question.
But
I'll
so-
add another thing. Go ahead.
So it's like, how do you guys go about depicting, when we go to a case, how do you choose what kind of case this is? And stuff like that.
Well,
Is
I mean,
it,
first we got to investigate.
well, after,
but
after.
then we go back to the evidence and see what we're capturing,
Right,
what we're seeing. and
all
plus
that.
experiments.
But how do you, like, go about depicting, like, okay, well, this is this, or this is
Sure.
that, and this is this. And,
Well, one of my favorite, and earlier case we worked on was granola. At
Right.
the time, we thought it was just a simple haunting, angry spirit. One, maybe a little girl, maybe one a male, acting out towards the owners, the occupants of the house, and end up being what we think is a poltergeist case because, and this is was going to say it should have been probably I was going to say dead giveaway, but that sounds terrible. A giveaway was the fact that it went for religious artifacts right away. It went for the Bibles. The husband and wife had their own Bibles that they read from, and then one day one came up missing, next day the other one came up missing, never to be found again. And
I've been in a house like that in Winfield.
You are in a house like that?
No, I've been to a house down in
you've been to a
Winfield
house.
that some friends of ours were staying or lived there, and somebody had done some satanic ritual stuff in there, burning candles and all that fun stuff. And so we go in there, and we had a Bible that we took in there to the room that it supposedly happened in, and we put it in there, and we was walking around, and man, I was young at this time. I was in early 20s, if not, early 20s.
Sure.
And the
So
Bible
like the
disappeared
50s?
from the room. Back in the 50s. And the Bible disappeared, and
Right.
it was 4 months before we found that Bible again. It was stuck in the attic. It had gone back into the attic. There was a crawl space, and we found it back in there.
Okay, because when we first started going to granola,
Right.
like you said, it seemed like a normal haunting
Right.
and everything. So, just because of the Bibles missing and the artifacts, that was the key factor.
No, but it's a step in the right direction because the fact is something can physically move an object and take it out. That's what the poltergeist is.
'Cause I always-
Things are moving it.
I always
It's a
thought poltergeist
part
activity was like not really communication. It's just like moving objects, doing stuff. But we were recording voices and conversations and
Right. Well, it may not be the only
emotions.
thing there.
Huh?
It might not have been the only thing there. It might have just
Yeah.
intensified because of it.
Yeah.
Because
We were seeing
Yeah.
shadow figures and
Yeah.
everything there.
See, like the case that we're talking with, where we just gridded the room in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to me, in that location, we have residual haunt, and that's in the long hall corridor where we have the cart that rolls
Sure.
back and forth, or somebody walking at a time.
Right.
To me, that's residual.
Right.
But then we have intelligent up front and upstairs,
Right.
and and that's when we get so. And then as far as poltergeist, I haven't seen anything movement other
But
in that
it
location
has
as of yet.
Yeah.
But we have caught visuals of moving something moving.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Had things thrown physically.
Well, that is true. You guys did have some
The
rocks
very first
thrown
day I
and
was over
bolts.
there, yeah. Mine was I don't know what it was. Well, we thought it was a metal shard or something.
Yeah.
It was launched, and I don't know if that was just a warning or what. But the thing is, all of us were in that room in this big large room together, and we were all huddled together. Not huddled. We were talking to each other, just having a conversation about whatever.
Yeah.
And just saying, you can hear it get picked up and whiz across the room and hit this. It was a board or something, and at first I was just like, because they said I heard that. I'm like, was that you guys? Because I thought they were just fucking around. Like, stop messing around. We're here to investigate. Talking about the people with us. Like, that wasn't us. And I'm like, no. I go, shut up. You hear my reaction? I was like, whatever. It was you guys. Like, no, it really wasn't us. I'm like, what the fuck was it then? So we went and looked in the area, and there was nothing metallic in there that would have done that until we went to kind of lodged it behind a wall. It's like there's like a wall between it, and then the object where it hit was behind it.
Okay.
And we looked up everywhere in the ceiling, everywhere, just to kind of look to see if there was anything that could have maybe just fallen. But I had the recording of it, and you can just hear the thing get, chucked basically.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, holy shit. And then it happened again. Another time, it happened with Jeremiah, and I want to say was it Rose?
I think it was Roth, yeah.
And I was on the other side because I was talking to some friends, or I was doing something behind this wall, whatever, and I could hear this thing once again, and almost in the same area, a different type of thing.
And I guess there are other poltergeists, because we did have back here in the where the plastic was, that thing run up on us a few times.
Oh yeah.
And push the plastic. So
Yeah.
I guess that place is it's got all aspects of it.
It manipulates objects there, and we could see it because there's these plastic walls, whatever, these sheets, and you could see on command fingers running through it, just kind of like if you're here on the other side and move this tarp, this wall, whatever, and you can see little fingers come through, not little, but finger hand, and there's nobody on that side of the wall because we're all on the opposite wall.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's not the only time we've had that. We had it in Wilson, in the basement.
Yeah.
At the restaurant when I wish that people would have stuck around. Maybe that's why it did it, because everybody left. They went upstairs. It's in the basement of this place called Grandma's Soda Shop. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but I'm going to say it anyways.
Oh, it's on all of our events and stuff.
So we had a public investigation that night, and nobody was. It's kind of just hit and miss, whatever, some things happening, some noises, and we were being filmed at the time for a possible pilot, TV pilot, whatever, and. Well, actually, no, we weren't at that time.
No,
That's the
he
first
hadn't
time
even
we met
talked
him.
to us about
that was
it.
the first time we met him.
Yeah.
It was because of that incident that he's like, I want to hang out with you guys more often.
Right.
So, anyways, we're in the basement, and it was kind of, okay, everybody's getting kind of restless. I've seen this area already. I'm ready to go upstairs or do somewhere else. So they all went upstairs. I'm like, hold on, I'm going to hang down here, because I knew I could hear stuff happening. I'm like, well, I'm not leaving just yet. So I stuck around, and I think Renee stuck around.
Renee was with you.
And then our friend Casey, he stuck around too. He's the one that's filming this, and all of a sudden I'm like, I can hear you. We're standing in the room, pitch black, darkness, and all of a sudden you can hear this thing moving around you, like in 360 around you, like circling us. I can hear, like, you hear a breath every now and then come by your head, and just some weird whispers. I'm like, I can hear you. I can't really see because I can't see my own hand. It's black. If you're here, let us know, whatever. And we're hearing some movement, some noises, some voices. All of a sudden, I can see something in the doorway, just kind of like an object. I'm like, what the hell's that? Moving a little bit. So we kind of focus our attention in that direction. All of a sudden, you hear this rock get thrown. Because I remember if Renee asked for something, or one of us did, because I have a habit of doing that. Being saying, hey, if you're here, let me know. Do something. Pick up an object. Whatever. Throw something. Move something. Whatever. That's usually my go-to. And sure enough, a rock was thrown. And Casey, our friend who was filming, was like, okay. He drops some colorful language. He's, I'm done. Fuck. He goes, I think he said, screw, fuck this, or whatever. See ya. And he turns the camera off and walks out. And he's like, he went home in the evening. He didn't want to investigate with us anymore.
Right.
But it's the fact that, once again, that's poltergeist activity, because something was able to be levitated and then moved.
Right.
So.
And same thing happened.
That's not demonic.
Same thing happened to Jake and I when I took him down there for the very first time. It was just him and I had the lights on, even. Had the lights on, and we just walking through, and we got over there toward that area, and I was kind of explaining the story, and sure enough, another rock got thrown at us, and it was, it was
almost
cool.
In the same area, right?
Yep, we were heading right in that area, and to me that was cool. Jake laughed, and he was just like, "That's awesome," but didn't feel threatening in that way. It was just like, "Get out of here," just stop it.
Right.
Stop talking about it. Stop being over here.
Definitely.
Like, oh shit, you're gonna be bringing people over.
This is my place. Get out.
One of my favorite probably poltergeists, and I hate to even bring it up because it's the source, but Ghost Adventures, when they were first coming out, or not coming out, sounded terrible. When they were first, before anybody knew who they were, they made a documentary, and it's like a 2 or 3 hour documentary, and it's when they went back to, it's when they first started going to whatever in Nevada, what's it called? Gold mine. What the hell's it called? Gold mine? Shit. I should know this.
They said that we're cutting out and repeating ourselves.
What? Hang on.
Oh, no, never mind.
What?
Never mind. Go on.
Okay, that was
Forget.
weird. I was like, I don't see anything. Everything
Forget.
looks normal.
Forget.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What's it called? I can't think of the place. I'll pull it up real quick here. What I'm going for is they caught one of the best, to me, poltergeists ever been shown on camera, where I say one of them, but when they're freaking out, because at this point it was Aaron, Nick, and Zach, and they were by themselves the whole time. They were investigating a couple different places across Nevada, and they're in the building. I need to find out which building it is, because that'll help me. There it is, 20,004. They, god damn it, don't tell me what I wanted. Anyways, they're in the basement of this place because, well, this is back when Aaron was real religious in the beginning, and when things started happening the way they were happening, it scared him enough that he quit in the moment, and he went back to Vegas, I think it was. So it was just Nick and Zach left over, and they were in this, what's it, I can't think of what it's called,
They're saying the gold miners town.
that was called. I can never remember what it is, but they've gone back 2 or 3 times since then because of that reason. They're in the hotel, whatever, and it's getting renovated at the time, so it was pretty raw.
It's where they found the coins and stuff in the walls.
Later on, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So they're walking through, and it was just Nick and Zach, and then something happens to where I think Nick runs because he's freaked out, and he's running up the stairs, and he's falling down, whatever, because they're in pitch blackness. All they have is their cameras, and that was the old cameras at the time, so it wasn't very well lit. And Zach's trying to figure out where the hell he's at, and he's yelling at him. You can hear him in the distance yelling at him, whatever. Anyways, he goes down in the basement. Zach does, I think it was, and he's trying to figure out. He's just making his way in the darkness, and he goes into this open area, this room, and he happens to swing his camera. And it's a night vision. Swing it just at the right way at the right time, and he's sitting there looking around, and this brick launches up and straight in the air, and then this pole goes a piece of lumber goes the opposite direction. And that's the genuine reaction. You hear Zach lose his shit and scream, and he runs because, I mean, he's in this pitch blackness and this shit's moving, but he's seeing it and it's freaking out. But that was definitely Poltergeist, and it scared him for years, all of them really, and except for Aaron because they said he wasn't there. But that's why they keep going back. I think they've been back like about 4 times at this point on the show, trying to get some good evidence. I want to say, is that the same place where Nick caught the famous cowboy walking upstairs?
Possibly.
Up in the very
I remember
top.
that
He went
for
there.
sure. That was on their big documentary,
Mhm,
though.
yeah. He went there to set up a camera, like one of those stationary cameras, and he puts
Up
it in
in
this
the
one
saloon?
room, up in the very, very top, and he walks away, and not even a second later, you see this grainy image of a cowboy
Oh
walking
my God!
behind him.
It was
creepy
a
as
great
fuck.
catch.
Yeah, that's one of the first like ghost images I saw on camera that kind of gave me the willies, because like, oh man, that's when I was new to this basically, and I'm like, holy shit. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, poltergeist activity doesn't have to be demonic. It is what it is. And
Right.
Be strong enough to levitate things, and we've been lucky to have our fair share run-ins with them. I'm trying to think if there's any other places other than Wilson, Granola, and well, here's another thing.
Well, what about the old forum?
Well, maybe. Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. We'll talk about that in a second. I was gonna go back to Granola real quick.
Go ahead.
We were one of the last times we were out. The last time we were out there, I was in the house with Claire and then a medium, whatever. And we were sitting there talking, whatever. And Claire was in between. I was on one side and Claire in the middle, and then the medium on the outside of her. And we were just sitting there staring. I could see this guy walking back and forth, pacing. He was pissed off that we were there. I'm like calling him out, like we're here, We'll be in a chicken shit, whatever you want to word, not chicken shit, whatever. I didn't say that. I said, come over, if you're mad at us, what are you gonna do about it? Anyway, something shoved the shit out of me, whatever. And I mean, that's the only time I've really been touched like that. And I was like, holy shit! And it threw me basically. I didn't fall down, of course, but you hear me on camera have a holy shit moment, and then my voice wavers because that's the only time I've really been really scared like that, because I startled. And then that's the infamous recording where I don't know if you guys even heard it, but the little girl, because the medium freaks out too, and I'm like, what are you freaking out for? You should have known it was coming. Sarcasm.
Yeah.
Anyways, you hear this voice, little girl's voice, come on the camera or on the recording and say, "Don't cry, mommy," to talking to the medium, freaking out because she's almost hyper.
Is it on the website?
No, I never posted it.
Okay.
So for reasons, I never posted
Right.
it. But yeah, it's creepy as fuck. If I not had experienced it, I didn't hear the voice in the moment. That's the thing. I went back to recordings and I was anxious to hear that moment to see what we caught. And then I heard that shit. I'm like, holy crap! And it was baffling to me. But go ahead and talked about the Forum Theater. We did have incidences of possible poltergeist. Well, Paul, we did multiple times.
There's always doors closing.
Mm-hmm.
Just like one of the first times we had all of us spending the night there.
Yeah.
You, in particular, was
Right.
up all night
Yep.
because you kept hearing doors closing.
I kept hearing things walking up,
Walking
and down the
around,
stairs,
closing.
right above our heads. I'm like, okay, I can't sleep like this.
And, just first night we ever took Roth there to like kind of go over team stuff
Mm-hmm.
because he was kind of a new inductee into
Sure.
it. And it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and just sitting there talking to him up by the stage, just hearing this thumping sound.
Right.
And I kind of knew the direction where it was coming from. It was coming from the pastor's study area, it was known for all kinds of activity. So
Right.
we went up there, and by the time we got close to it, the thumping stopped. So we walked in this tiny room. It's the only place that has a little fireplace and a window, and
Right.
used to be really nice with a big library inside, from the ceiling to floor. But I noticed that there was like one of those door stoppers, and it was like one of those cast iron door stoppers,
Mm-hmm.
like a dog shape. It was moved out a little ways. It wasn't even touching the door. So I took the door and I moved it, and it was the same sound.
Same noise.
Same sound.
Right.
And so many times taking people off the bus tour and taking them in there for like the 10-15 minutes that I took them in there, people were having doors closing on them. They would hear like slapping sounds on the windows.
Right.
And we're on the second floor. All this stuff. Not to mention the shadow figures that, were definitely intelligent and moving around, because they would stop, turn back and look at you and then keep on going.
Right.
All that.
Right.
Not to mention all the children that were, you've heard plenty of times.
Yeah.
All the guests I would take in there would hear it just off the bus. 10 or 15 minutes and you'd have stuff thrown, doors closing on you, all this kind of stuff. Loud noises that just didn't make any sense to like, what's going on here?
Such a good location.
Screams and stuff, and it breaks my heart, that they still won't allow us in.
Right, we can't get in there anymore.
So, but whatever.
I was thinking about, because with that particular incident at one of the last times I was in there, I think, was when we were doing the public investigation, and Andy was there, and it was about 3 in the morning, whatever. We were kind of winding down, and I think Claire said somebody said something. If you can do something,
I think it was Ben.
one final thing, whatever, let us know, we'll leave. And then that's when that
Loud.
bang, slam, whatever happened in the sanctuary area.
Because I was down in that hallway beyond the stage.
Mm-hmm.
I went back and I just kind of sat down and was listening, and I heard Ben say that, and the next thing I know, it was the loudest slam or bang. Like
Right.
It was like somebody just picked up like a whole bunch of wood and just slammed it down.
I jumped up, and
Yeah.
we all ran different directions to see if we could track this thing down. We could never find the
Yeah.
source of this, because it sounded like it was right above to the left of me, and there was a door there, but it was nothing there. And
Right.
we try to do the
So
debunking thing.
I remember
where you
watching
push
you
it.
head that way, so I headed that way. And nothing.
Yeah. And we ran the whole length of the building, basically, up and down the stairs, and tried to figure out if there's anybody in here screwing around with us, and nothing was there. But once again, poltergeist.
Oh, and not to mention the hatch on the ceiling.
Yeah.
On the rooftop, not ceiling, but on the rooftop, that closet that always had somebody inside, I got to
Did he come out finally?
Huh?
Go ahead, sorry.
Finally let him out. No, we could have complete conversations with somebody. They were inside the closet that was upstairs in the ping pong room, and it would like knock on the door from the inside according to whatever, yes
Your
and no
questions.
questions and stuff. And it was crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and the door would kind of move. It wasn't like knocking it, it's like the door would jiggle,
Right.
And granted, there was the hatch to the ceiling right up there, but as I would tell everybody, stand in there. You feel no breeze. There's nothing. It's completely
Right.
sealed. I had people even like push their whole body into the door, ask a question. All right, move it twice if you're in there, and it would
So
go
you get the
boom,
shake.
boom. Yeah, and they would like freak out.
Sure.
But then one night during a public event, I made sure I even radioed to Claire. I said, "Is that hatch still up?
Right. I
There's
remember
nothing's wrong with the closet, right?" And she radioed and said, "No, it's all good." So we didn't even take a break. We went straight up. My group did, and I'm talking, and I'm like, and you'll know that this is not wind or anything, because if you look, the hatches, and I stopped because the fucking hatch is not there anymore.
that. Right.
I'm looking at stars.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, the hell? So I climb up there, get onto the roof. It's like 20 feet away
Right.
when it was just on. And this thing was so heavy that Ben and I both had to drag it over
Wow.
and take and put it back on.
Yeah.
And it was like over on its top.
I never went up there. I always looked up and just seen it, and then I was like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna go up there because I'm scared of heights,
Well-
like I said. And
But
No
once
better.
it was off, I was like, oh my God.
yeah.
So I was looking around up there, I was running the rooftop, just seeing if anybody was dicking around up there.
Yeah.
Because at first I was just mad.
Right.
I was like, if we got a guest up here that's dicking around, that's just going to really piss
Sure.
me off. But there's nobody.
You also got to remember too. This is what started off was one of the paranormal, or what was a poltergeist event where Grant was working in the pastor's office up there at the very top. The
Right.
doors were leaned against the wall because they were trying to redo the wall.
They were redoing
varnish them,
the
whatever you wanna
flooring
call it.
and everything.
And
just
the door flew up and hit him.
it missed him.
Well, yeah,
But it
before
came
sorry.
so close to hitting him.
Right.
After he took the door off and put it, across the hallway, and turns and walks away, and it just like flings.
Because he used to have them on there and no doorknobs because they were, like I said, working on there, so you wouldn't get locked in there, and he would always get locked in there somehow with the door. That's why he took it off in the first place
Wow.
instead of the side. And then this thing,
Even with the door handle off, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
something flew at him. The door flew at him, so he just took them all out and moved them elsewhere.
It didn't just, she said it, his wife said it didn't just fall over. It was like a
It
forcible
levitated, yeah.
boom.
Yeah. So yeah, that's. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, poltergeists are real. They happen.
Yeah. I tell that story on the bus tour all the
Yeah.
time. I love it.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, and there's other ones. I'm sure I'm forgetting quite a few. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
I can name two real quick.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
You,
please
you
do.
weren't at one of them. It was in a hospital over in Dodge when I got hit in the head on camera. So I mean, I would consider that poltergeist because I mean it did exactly what I asked it to do.
Right.
Now I didn't expect it to hit me in the head or
wasn't that
anything.
illuminated? Wasn't the ball of light illuminated?
Yes.
That hit you in the head?
Yeah. Everybody behind me seen it.
Mhm.
Well,
That
would
came
that
out.
be considered poltergeist, or is that just
Intelligent.
some kind of intelligent?
Well, that's true too. Yeah.
I don't
'cause-
know.
I mean, that's my question. It's like, where do we cross that? Where do we?
The threshold, right?
Yeah, threshold of what is what, or is
Yeah.
it all just basically the same?
Well, yeah. I mean, the only one that residual would be the one that just residual energies
Yeah.
that are going up and down a hallway or something of that nature. I wouldn't consider a poltergeist, but I mean, then again, some residual energy. I mean, they'll be walking up the hallway. They open a door. They shut the door. They keep going. So that
Yeah.
to me is again a poltergeist action, even though it is a residual energy that goes on every night.
Right.
So, yeah.
I
I
don't
got
know.
one for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Patty house.
Oh well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that here we are in a house that upstairs. We didn't do anything upstairs. This is all downstairs
right,
that
in
we
the
did.
basement where the activity stood from.
We, Roth and I didn't even get to see a lot of the stuff that was going on because you guys were down there
right.
doing the case and everything. So when we get down there, you guys are talking about something short.
Right.
Not me, because I wasn't down there yet. But something
Wow.
short,
I didn't
but
say it.
had tiny legs,
You sure wasn't you?
like skinny legs. Man,
Okay, skinny legs.
Okay.
Really
Right.
skinny legs, skinny arms, fat little body and stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of like a troll type thing.
Right.
Running around, but yet only a certain of you guys could actually see it. I don't
Right.
remember seeing anything. I could hear the movement,
Right.
but it was moving objects. I remember the broom that
broom
was
in
just
front
like
of us.
leaning up tight, up against behind, like the broomstick part was like behind the washer,
Right.
and the wall. It wasn't able to like just fling forward
Yeah.
toward me and Roth, but it
Right.
did.
Yeah.
Something came over and threw it at us, you know. And I'm
I
like,
love that story, but it also pissed me off because I was right there too with you and Cody,
yeah,
and we heard the girl talking too, and then that's when that room moved or whatever. It was
you heard a girl down there.
Yeah, but I was Facebooking live that night too, and
That's right.
you
That's
had.
right.
I don't know if you had the GoPro at the time. I also had a GoPro going, a handheld.
I
I had two cameras going. You took one at one time. And
I
that
took one
moment,
at one
I don't
time.
remember which, as soon after that or before that. Nonetheless, the video, if it's the camera's facing just slightly to the right of it, where when I turn over it, I miss it because I see the aftermath.
Right.
I watched that video a couple times, and it's just like, God, I could have sworn I had the camera pointed right at that area,
Right,
just
it's-
walking, because I was looking at something in the moment. And
Well, I didn't expect a broom
Once
or
again-
anything to like fly at me.
Yeah. I was
Walked
just like,
past
what are
it
the
20
odds?
times that night,
Yeah.
and then, you know, I heard shuffling. I heard like little feet,
Right.
and again, it wasn't me. But no, I heard the little feet, and then that happened.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yep. I don't know, man.
And you guys called it something else that night, but now I'm like, I don't know.
Well, and that's the same night of the infamous
Right.
phone incident where the thing starts typing. Because we're asking,
Right.
what are you? And are you a demon? Because it kept saying it's a demon. I'm like, are you really a demon? So if are you a demon? And it said, and somebody starts asking that question, and that's when the screen turns
Yeah.
Yes.
unprovoked, and it starts typing
It
on
was.
its own.
It was. The Portal app was on,
Yeah.
and somehow within the Portal app,
I don't know if I have any
the actual like texting comes up and through it, and answers his question and says maybe, maybe not,
Yeah,
some
that's
reason-
crazy.
and then disappears.
I wanna say
It's like it used the
play it.
technology to actually answer his question.
Yeah.
Because I think even Jeremiah, we were talking about something. He's just like, well, why did
Yeah.
that move? And we're like, what the?
Yeah.
We're all freaking out. But
Because it was your phone or his phone?
His.
His phone.
yeah, I don't have the
So he's got a possessed phone, you know?
Yeah. I'm trying to find, because the thing I need, it's on the hard drive right next to me, and it's not registering for some reason. Of course, go figure. The thing I wanted.
Yeah.
I was gonna see if I can play the granola incident and also the
No.
one you're talking about, and I can't
Oh, of course.
because of the freaking.
Was it because I was waving her arm?
Could
His
have
arm?
been.
Probably.
His? Her?
Yes. That we're going to give it the name of he.
He? That's a he? Okay.
I don't know if I can
Chickles?
find
You
it.
have a dress on, you know. I'm just saying.
Poor guy.
We do have stuff to play tonight. I'll show it in here just in a little bit. But I'm
What was
trying to
that?
find what
You didn't hear that?
I burped.
Oh, that was a burp.
Sorry.
That was
I know, it's
crazy.
Very professional. I'm kind of like,
It sounded like a voice. That was crazy.
no, it was just me. Sorry.
That's good. That's good. Whew.
Thanks for calling out my imperfections.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. If I can find this, because fuck.
So are the guests thinking about a name for this other crazy looking weird scarecrow looking outfitted doll?
Nobody
Come
said
on.
anything yet.
Nobody? No?
Not I've seen, anyways. It's a weird looking doll.
It's not bad. I mean,
No.
you only say scarecrow because it's brown and got the hat on.
Yes.
Have you put any meters to it or anything?
No.
We're about to. No
So
what?
Bring it on.
No
Three.
what?
Throw the K2 in between their
I got
legs.
things here. Yeah, we can try. Let's see what I brought down here. Here, I'll let you guys do the honor.
Alrighty. Lay it on the lap.
I don't know, just wave it around and see what it does. Was there anything?
Hey, don't do
Registering?
that. Yeah, actually.
Actually, there is.
Well, face the camera. They can't see on camera.
Okay.
I can't see it either.
It was lightly. It's slightly bringing up the blinking the second green light.
See if you can't get in here. Ooh, shit balls. I'm just breaking shit everywhere. See if you can get any meter readings off that.
Gotcha.
Too.
Gotcha.
Damn it.
Oh, whoa. Oh, no, that's never mind.
Woo!
What?
Nothing. Not
Yeah.
much.
Is it anything registering?
Well, I got my computer over here, so we'll
Yeah.
just do this.
You know what's coming next.
With the REM pod.
Nope.
Spirit box.
Yep.
Ooh, spirit box.
Yeah.
Thing to talk to us.
Got point one.
Let's see if we can't get any kind of.
Got a 0.2.
Really?
Yeah. They point back to 0.1.
And give us a 0.6, I'll be happy.
We're gonna see if we can't get any kind of interaction from this thing.
It's back to 0.
You put it at 2?
Hmm?
200?
200 is what I run it at, yeah.
Doesn't have a Faraday cage on it, so if we don't eliminate some of this stuff that. So, Cuddles. Things like a little. There he goes. You see that?
What?
The K2.
K2?
Blinking. Oh.
It's lit.
What's the third one?
What? Yeah, it's blinking.
Good job,
They went to
Cuddles.
yellow.
So,
So Cuddles is the crazy one, maybe.
is that your name? We'll just do this for a little bit and then we'll do other things.
What's that?
So we'll just do this for a little bit and then we'll just. That thing's going off. Put that next to it. Okay.
Nope.
That's what I wanted to see. Look, viewers at home can see that. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Let's see if I can adjust this a little better. But
There it goes again.
the K2 is going off.
Millimeter still at 0.
0. Flip around, see if we can get
So, talking to either dog, can you give us your name? Comment time. Does it say something?
Something came through, but I don't know what it was.
I heard it. Yeah. Like a yeah.
Can you give us your name again, please? Oh, wow.
The K2 going off?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
It's hitting yellow.
We're not trying to be disrespectful or anything. We just want to know who we're talking to.
Wow.
The viewers at home are hearing the voices coming through.
Really?
What's that?
We're hearing a voice come through.
They heard the voice coming through.
Yeah, there, we got a female voice.
You did hear a female at the time?
Yeah.
Talking to a female, can you tell us who you are? Like I said, we don't want to be disrespectful or anything. We just want to know.
Do you like your current situation right now?
So which one of you clicks your feet together?
Me? Did I say me?
Sound like me.
But me doesn't help me.
Well, which one is me? Could you click your feet together right now? Got plenty of energy in this room right here you could use. Sorry, are we putting you on the spot? I'll turn around. We're just staring.
Yeah, just staring at him like.
I thought their faces in the focus. Oh my. I'm working on it. I heard another voice right there.
Yeah, I heard that.
Wait, it's wrong button. Matter, Dan.
Cold chills. Freaks me out.
Can you light up the K2 that's in your lap? Get a little closer to it again.
Those machines aren't going to harm you. Just a way for you to make yourself known.
I can't even make it out,
Turn
but
it up just a little bit to the side of that. A little, you can adjust the.
here, do you want to turn it up?
Just a slide on the speaker itself.
What's that?
Oh,
You're
your
probably
mic.
killing people's ears on home with the microphone.
Oh shoot, that's probably too
You can
close.
put it right.
Yeah.
This then the mic will pick it up right next to you guys in the middle.
Are you wanting it turned up?
Yeah, that's fine. I just saw it blink again. What did you say right there? It sounded almost like you said hi.
Can you give us a name so we can know what to call you every day? Do you like cuddles?
Invitation, Dan? Want to cuddle with
I didn't hear you, sorry.
her? Oh, you're fine. I'm talking trash. Don't mind me. You know, it's hard to believe me talk trash. Well, we're going to do this all night. We just want to talk to you. Now's your chance to talk.
Hey, got that blinking again.
Yeah, I think it's definitely blinking.
You know, I did just mess with her hat.
Yeah.
Can you reach over and smack Dan?
High five.
Don't be alarmed. Don't be afraid. We're just here to talk to you.
Can you let us know whether or not you're a male or a female? Come on, you can reach out and talk to us.
Breaking shit. Doesn't want to be filmed.
You seem like you're starting to get talkative with us. Maybe I'll back away.
See if I turn it off.
Turn it off.
Yeah, that's fine.
Keep the
we can try.
K2 going.
You can leave the K2 on, that's fine.
Yeah.
So, you may or may not have got a couple of things to there. Hard to tell.
Right,
It did sound like it was saying a high at times or a low,
right.
but hard to hear.
But didn't it say me?
Well, we said, yeah, we asked who.
Which one of you
Clicks
clicks
your
your
feet.
feet together? And it
Said
sounded
me.
like it said me.
It did, but I'm not sure on that.
Yeah, since you both have the same. Yeah.
Porcelain feet.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see if
It's
that's
weird.
anything.
Is that more of the sound you hear?
Yeah, about like right there is what I'm hearing.
Do you have cats at all?
No.
I know you have a dog.
One dog.
I was just curious if a cat got there and maybe
Yeah.
hit it.
No, they were sitting in the front sitting room
Mhm.
on top of one of the curio cabinets,
Gotcha.
which is full of clowns, by the way.
Clowns.
Oh, look at that thing going now.
Holy crap. Because of the clowns? You like clowns? Wow, things going off when they.
Wow.
Maybe you've got a killer clown inside the doll.
John Wayne Gacy, is that you?
No, don't put him in my
It
house.
stopped. Holy crap. It stopped. You're not Pogo? Okay.
But
That's
do you
fine.
like
I'm glad.
clowns? Regular clowns, not killer clowns.
From outer space?
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that was
Angered.
weird.
Sorry. Didn't mean to.
It's like, how dare you
I'm sorry.
say that about me and that guy?
Wow, that was crazy though. Yeah.
So do you like clowns then? Was that a yes? If so, can you light that up again? Oh, there it goes.
Oh,
So you like clowns. Okay, let me ask you this. Still going. Stop. Hold on for a second. Thank you. Oh, wait. Sorry, are we talking to a child spirit, maybe? There it goes. Is there more than... Okay, stop for a second. Oh, I went red. Holy crap. Is there more than one child spirit? Just one child then? Just one. Holy shit, dude.
Wow.
Answering on command, huh? Thank you. Okay. Are you a boy? Didn't think so. Are you a little girl? No. Are you just a girl then? I shouldn't say little.
He's like, I'm wearing a dress. I'm kind of confused myself.
Both are really. Are you attached to the dolls? Okay, one of the viewers wants to ask a question. How old are you? Are you 7? $13? What about 3? Are you still here with us? Oh God, there it went. Okay, so you're not 3, you're not 7, you're not 13.
Are you 5? Are you 6? How about 8 years old?
People are throwing numbers. 12? Yeah, we said 5. We asked 5 already, Barbara. Are you older than 15? Oh. Hang on. Are you 80?
Huh?
You know where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how old. 78? 78?
78.
Wow.
That's a solid 78.
Yeah. Huh. Do you know the name?
No.
Okay, I said if you do, don't say it. Can we guess your name, maybe? So we think we're talking to a 78-year-old female. Well, we don't. Jesus Christ! I just got a rush of air. Holy shit. Is your name Edith, by chance? Mary?
Yes, I'm going to marry her, Marilyn. No. Margaret? I'd like just flickered hair, but
Mary Ann?
Meredith?
Sorry, I laughed because okay, I'm gonna go here. Annabelle? Dan's like, this doll's of yours now. They're staying here. Dorothy? One of the viewers is asking. What about like Dorothea? I don't know. I'm not getting anything right off the top of my head.
Is it Elizabeth?
Rose? Oh, wait a minute. With Elizabeth? Are you Elizabeth who we think you are? No? Is your name Elizabeth? I talked over you at the same time. That's why I don't know if it's Elizabeth. Is it Rose? I think it was Elizabeth when you said it.
Yeah. So are you Elizabeth? Or Mary Elizabeth? I don't know. It went off. And
Yeah, or when you said Elizabeth, it went off.
it would probably be the same.
I don't know. I mean, the equipment that we use is right next to me.
Right, but
Yeah, there it goes. Holy shit, that went red. I don't know.
do you know Leo? Do you remember Leo?
Do you know any of us in this room?
I know you don't know me because you never talk for me. So
You were there. You heard it the
I
first
know.
time.
First time, one time only.
You were there when I talked to the camera.
Yeah,
When I was talking to
but it
the
was
phone.
your power.
Oh, whatever. I've got the Anyways. Sorry. I don't know what to think about that.
No,
See,
what location is that?
Dodge. The
The
San
little
Benito
girl.
Oh.
Yeah, what about Elizabeth Rose? Tiffany wants to know. Elizabeth Rose, is that your full name? Your first and middle name? What are you laughing at, Jason?
I'm just laughing.
Well, okay, you're playing with the lights now. Can you wait for a second? Are you Elizabeth Rose? No. How about Rosemary?
Oh, I just heard a voice. Like, it was a kid's, like a female voice. I should be recording. Do I have a recorder? I do have a recorder here. Don't I?
We should always have a recorder going on.
I know, what I usually do, and I didn't today. Oh, it's upstairs. God damn it.
Just want to make sure
Amateurs.
you're not Rosemary or Rosemarie
Here. I'll be right back.
from Eureka Springs, right? I didn't bring you back from Eureka Springs. Oh, wow. So are you from Eureka Springs and I brought you back from the hotel?
Whoa. There's a voice out here.
Yeah, did you talk to Leo out in the hallway?
Possibly followed him right out.
So Rosemary, possibly.
Just set up
It was like blinking and stuff. Sorry, I kicked the chair there.
Don't kick the chair.
I know.
Or the
I'm
baby.
sorry.
Don't kick the baby.
Don't kick the baby.
Put this here.
Now, how that wouldn't be possible though, would it?
Okay, no, you said, I walked out and you said, who? Rosemary?
Rosemary. She is the prostitute that got murdered
Right there.
in
It
Right
just
there.
blinked. It just blinked again.
the Palace Hotel in. Did we just lose the computer?
No, it's me.
Okay. In the
Alright.
Palace Hotel in Eureka Springs.
Oh, I gotcha.
And I did pick up these dolls when we were on vacation before we went to the Palace Hotel for our anniversary or my birthday.
Right.
And Dan, that is how it works. Look what you did.
Are you Rosemary? That you said?
Rosemary, yeah.
I can't say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Well, they called her Rosalita, but her name was Rosemary. That was murdered at the hotel by a congressman or city councilman that ran Eureka Springs back in the early 1900s. So, are you Rosemary? Well, I'm guessing that you're either Rosemary or you're an Elizabeth. So, that is crazy. So now we have recorders now, so we can capture your voice if you talk to us.
Please talk to us. It's okay, dude. Trying to find the name. Can't find her.
There's no records, unfortunately.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Am I-
Of course not.
Yeah. In fact, there's only 2 known photographs of the hotel when it was a brothel in the 1901 to 22 that they have, that it was set up as the original hotel with the 21 rooms. Now it's got like 7 rooms in it because they converted them all to large suites.
Dang. Were we supposed to be down there a long time ago?
Yes, and we have an open invite.
Yeah.
We can go anytime we want now.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't know
Wow.
what to think.
But which one's talking?
But which one's talking right? Is it Rosemary? Or which doll exactly?
Yeah. Or are they in unison talking?
Yes.
Never know.
Well, I was trying to get an age. That's why I was trying to find her.
Yeah, well, she would have been 78.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that's the old age to be a prostitute.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
When you gotta make money, you gotta make money, you know?
Well, there again, could one doll be actually Rosemary and one doll be this Elizabeth or possibly the 78-year-old lady? Or male?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you like living with Dan? It blinked a little.
It did blink a little bit.
Did it?
Yeah.
Do it again. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, there it goes. So you like living with Dan? Is it because he plays with you? I'm not gonna say how. I'm just saying.
He's the one who actually dressed you up in that, didn't he?
No.
I don't know. That's wild. Yeah.
I know.
That is crazy.
Anything on the millimeter?
No, nothing.
Yeah.
It's staying quiet.
It
I'm trying to blink again. I'm trying to think of any other question I want to ask.
crazy.
So do you want to go home with Dan tonight? Oh, I just heard a voice right there.
Or do you want to stay here in this house and then eerily climb up the stairs with your little porcelain feet? Clink, 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 clink.
Oh, you missed that voice right here.
I heard something over there, yeah.
Oh, shit. There you go. You want to stay here? Look at that. I don't know. You have to talk to your owner, Mr. Dan.
Well, if you would like to stay here in our abode and here with all the other objects, and we visit with you every Sunday like this, and all the people on TV and on the web and net, whatever you want to call it, interweb, we can see you guys every weekend. Would you like to be on TV like that? Or do you want to go home and sit back on your curio cabinet? That is your choice, with your clowns. They're your clowns. I'm not bringing them over here. They're all porcelain.
They aren't.
They're porcelain.
Oh, they're
They're, yeah. Well, all but one. Yeah.
That you
Shoot.
want to cuddle with?
I don't cuddle with it.
Don't lie. You don't have to. You're only on.
It's freaky.
Freaky's not even a word. We should.
Oh, yeah, it's right. Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
not a
kidding.
freaky word. So, yeah, you just let us know by the end of the night where you want to stay.
Yeah.
You got a place right here. You
Rita
can cuddle
says,
right here.
Rita says leave them there for a week, see what happens.
We could do that.
Come back
Yeah.
next Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard another voice right there. Weird. I don't know. It's
You
crazy.
need like a recorder from now on over here,
Yeah.
and then one back there to catch anything that's even beyond the room, beyond the
Right.
studio.
There it goes. You like that idea?
Yeah, I like that. And then you can speak as much as you want.
Are you moving?
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry,
It's
the
like, it
chair.
sounds like it's over here. It's just crazy.
I think it's
But
just the sound
It
of the
is.
room.
It's
yeah.
just the room's echoing weird, which is never does that usually. Not like this.
Well, I usually don't have an aura hanging over my shoulders either. That's kind of
You said
strange.
whore or
Aura. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna get hit with something. I'm not making fun of you. I promise. I'm just making jokes. That's what I do.
You don't mind. She likes clowns, so we can clown around with her a little bit.
But I'm bump. Dad joke. Just keep a running total of dad jokes on the show. So, can you move anything? Can you move one of the dolls? Man, I'm hearing all kinds of freaking voices. Man, it's crazy. I wish I could. I'm distracted. There it goes. It's moving or it's talking. You can move them, or am I hearing you? Damn, that thing went red.
They went all the way to red. What was that?
I don't know. Like my head's pounding right over here. Just wow, like my ears like ringing. Is that you that just knocked? What'd you hear?
Like a tap or a knock back
Oh
there.
yeah, I heard it too. Okay. Well,
Crazy stuff.
Feel free to move anytime you want to. We'll continue with our show. We haven't even touched half the stuff I was going to have, like video after video.
Yeah, go for it. Let's watch some videos.
Well, keeping with the theme, and we'll keep watching. People at home, watch the dolls. If you see anything move, let me know, or let us know in the comments. I don't know. That's pretty cool that may or may not have been interacting with the spirit, female spirit, maybe.
I am going to bring her a baby clown, little clown.
Cool.
I'm going to get her a
I'm
clown.
going to get a selfie with the dolls here soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. I wish I could run a camera in here all night and let her, well, I can, but I mean, for Facebook to pick up, I think Facebook will time out after so long.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's like so many hours. But
you can hit record and just do it.
It'd be cool to have a live stream view of this and see what happens.
We can do 8 hours of YouTube.
Yeah. I'll probably set up a camera in here and record anyways, and we'll see if I find anything. I'll do it at night vision so we can see better. And then we'll maybe bring it to the show next week if we have time to dissect it and review it. Because I don't know, last time at the last place I used it, my cameras were all fully charged and they kept crashing.
Right.
So I don't know what happened, if it was the place itself, and I couldn't get anything to record. But we'll see. All right, well, this has been fun. This is, like I said, we're talking about poltergeist, possessions, things like that. So keeping with that theme, viewers, if you want to listen, grab headphones or whatever. We don't want to start to have them in here unless you want to wear them.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Okay.
Do you have extra headphones over there? So, there's a couple videos here. I started going down, I always get down these weird tunnels of videos I like looking for. Crazy things. So.
Feel that?
Oh, weird. I'm hearing a lot of echo.
Sorry, that's me. I'm having headphone issues.
I can wait till you're ready, Jason.
Okay. I'll go for it. Don't wait on me.
Alright, so.
Whoa, that's weird.
I don't know, I can't. It's looping again, which I don't know why it's doing that. Let me look so I can figure out why it's looping, because it shouldn't be looping anywhere. No, it just stopped. Wait, there it goes again. I don't know what's happening. Oh well. So I may break our show, but we'll figure it out. Hang on. So this first video, I found some videos on the web. It goes along with tonight's theme about like poltergeist, possession, things like that nature. And son of a bitch.
What's the matter?
It's not gonna let me play them. It won't give me the option to select anything.
Well, K2's having fun with you.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Is it going off again?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do a brand new one. 1 second here, real quick here. I don't know why it's doing this. For some reason, when we try to do things, or if we try to show things, it seems to crash a lot. I don't know why it's doing this. Hang on a second. Figure out where things at. What the hell? Go ahead and say something, guys, while we wait. I'm trying to get this.
All right, everybody. That's just Jason taking a picture real quick.
Sorry.
So, but yeah, that was pretty impressive.
There we go.
I had to.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I fixed
But
it.
the K2's still going crazily wild over here. They're entertained.
I'm on airplane mode, too.
Okay. Everything's starting to work again all of a sudden, so here we go. So, trying to think which video I want to start with. Look real quick here. Well, I found these guys online. I won't give their names out because if we do, we're gonna probably get tagged. by Facebook, so, or even YouTube. They're going to take us down. So I'll just play the videos. I'll probably still get it. So hopefully you guys can hear this. This first video comes from a place called the Biltmore Hotel. These guys go up there and they do a Ouija board session. They're trying to contact used to be a mobster that died on there on the 13th floor. His name was Fatty Walsh. And some things happened to the guys when they do this. I'll just play the video here. 1 second. Of course, it's not playing the video now, of course. Go figure.
It's on the screen.
Device known as the Spirit Box. Balloons in the downstairs living quarters mysteriously come untied and float to the ceiling on their own. Is this a coincidence? Or did the spirit of Fatty Walsh give them what they were looking for?
Just real quick, I want to play it one more time. We missed it in studio here because I had trouble with the video didn't play right. So hopefully you guys can see it at home. So play that video one more time. There's some other ones here we'll play. Not sure what he meant by that. So we'll play it one more time so the guys in the studio can hear it one more time. Sorry about that. And then we'll play each video once after that.
During a lightning storm on the 13th floor of the haunted Biltmore Hotel, the team conducts a Ouija board session in attempts to communicate with the ghost of a deceased mobster known as Fatty Walsh. While asking questions to the board, something terrifying happens.
Is there any part of your energy that still resides here?
Colton's nose suddenly begins to bleed.
Dude, he really has a fucking nosebleed right now.
Later, while asking questions using the device known as the Spirit Box, balloons in the downstairs living quarters mysteriously come untied and float to the ceiling on their own. Is this a coincidence? Or did the spirit of Fatty Walsh give them what they were looking for?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Down here we all float.
Do what?
Down here we all float.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that freaked me out.
I mean, the Ouija board thing, is it possible? I think I know the answer to this, but I'm just going to ask you guys. So when we investigate, do you think a spirit can, either inhabit our body, obviously, or maybe we took on the persona of that spirit in the moment? And was it because of the Ouija board, or was it just because of the fact they were there investigating this place?
Well, anytime... I've never done a Ouija board. I haven't ever been around it as it's happened. I watched you and Renee during our live.
You did one.
Well, the same one. It was like a Ouija board, but not the same setup or anything like that.
Right.
But, just talking to, people who have done it and had crazy stuff happen, you're just, like you say all the time, you're just opening that door for them to come and do whatever, and you don't know who you are actually talking to.
Right.
It could have been Fatty Walsh there, or it could have been something else that came through and was like, I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
And immediately started attacking him, which gave him the bloody nose, or maybe he was just completely freaked out and stressed out, and that's what happened. Maybe it was completely natural cause.
Could be. Definitely could be.
He could have been completely nerved
with
what was going on. And
Now, is that location, isn't that in North Carolina?
No, this one's in Texas.
Oh,
wait a
that.
minute. Wait a minute. No, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking of a different place.
What? Where at?
Biltmore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where at?
I don't know exactly 100%.
No. What state?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
It should,
We almost drove past that to go tour it on our way back from the Bigfoot Festival.
yeah.
Because it was on my list of things I wanted to go do, but we just ran out of time.
We were 20 miles away from that building.
Yeah.
Because
it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous on how rich it is.
This one's in Colorado.
I thought it was Biltmore.
Yeah, it's
It is, but this is the Broadmoor. I think they renamed it, didn't they?
No.
I don't know. Sorry.
No, I can't.
I didn't know I was going to get quizzed after this. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
No, the Biltmore was, oh God, one of the family's rich as can be, and he built it for the family, and
That's every place, though.
right, yeah.
I went and checked it on the Google Earth here a couple weeks ago. Wow. It's beautiful.
Yeah, well, let me look it up for some reason. Huh. So that's just one video. There's more that will kind of go along with some things here.
I had never seen that. That was kind of neat to see. I've never seen that one.
Yeah, some of these ones are ones I found today for the first time. What the hell?
Was it the estate? Biltmore Estate or the hotel?
Hotel.
See, that's the Biltmore in North Carolina. So you're wanting the hotel.
All right.
Oh, so.
That's okay. We can move on.
Yeah. This next one here, still the same. It's the same group. I don't know. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever seen these guys around, but they've been around for a while apparently. So this next one is they investigate there's a deceased house of these these two sisters are deceased, and they visit this house and stay there. They stay overnight at most places they stay. So I'm going to play this real quick here, and it goes with the poltergeist theme with things happening.
Investigating the home of two deceased sisters, the unthinkable happens. During the night, while members of the team are sleeping, Colton is awoken to the sound of a phone ringing from within his room. As he wakes up to check, Tanner and Casey are woken to a knocking sound upstairs. As Colton checks the phone, strangely, there is no phone cable connected.
I saw that the phone was unplugged. There was no telephone cord leading to it. There was no outlet that the power plug was plugged into.
And then this happens.
Yo, Colt.
Yo, Casey.
Yeah.
Casey, look.
Oh,
What the dude?
what the dude?
What would you do in this situation? Continue filming or run for your life?
Wow.
All right. So we are back. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I have a problem with this in the video itself. And I don't want to knock these guys for what they've done, but the camera kind of pans away when he answers the phone. After he answers the phone, and then all of a sudden the cord's unplugged. But he swears up and down that it wasn't. There's no plug-in right there. I mean, the cord did look like it was curled up, whatever, like it wasn't like free flowing, whatever.
Right.
And he didn't pan anywhere to see if there wasn't a plug-in somewhere. But I mean, you can hear it clearly ringing in the moment.
Yeah.
And he picks it up and nothing's there, obviously. But
Well, there's the story of the Broadview hotel having the same thing that happens in there.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's like one of the most famous stories of it is that a guest was complaining because the phone was ringing, and then when he picks up, it's just a hissing sound.
Oh.
Puts it down, and maintenance comes up, and the phone's, he's checking it out, and as he takes the handle off, it's still hissing.
Yeah.
And stuff. So he takes it, unplugs it, and goes and turns around, and then it still continues to happen, and then it plugs itself back in and stuff like that. It's weird.
So what do you guys think about? That is a phenomenon that happens quite often. I mean, you hear. I heard a story the other day where. I'll go to that story in just a second here, but people's phones ringing and they're getting text messages or calls from the deceased ones from their phones. That seems to be happening a lot. What do you think that is?
I
Is
don't
somebody
know.
playing a real trick on them, or is it
That is
legitimately
crazy.
somebody calling from the afterlife?
You know, I kind of would like to think that it could happen or be a cool thing to, you know,
Yeah.
still texting, still calling or something. A text is fine. Don't call me. That is just weird. But
Well, if
I
you
don't
think
even answer
about-
my phone anyway. So
You think about with the technology now. I mean, especially if somebody, I mean, you get a phone like that. Somebody that's used to having an old, push button or rotary dial phone. Well, again in the Broadview, that's what they had.
Right.
So it rings now. Well, okay, so maybe same instance here. These people passed away in this era with the cell phone and texting, and so maybe they're using the same technology that they know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could it be happening?
Is that an old rotary phone looking? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
or was it
rotary.
not?
Yeah.
That was an old phone, but
yeah,
Yeah. They're elderly women that passed away, and that's what they were used to, and that's what they're going to try to communicate through.
yeah,
Maybe that's the same thing with the cell phone technology now,
yeah.
which would be super creepy. I don't want to be texted by somebody that.
I would love that, man.
Well,
I'm
yes,
all
yes,
about the
but-
creepiness, man. I can't get enough creep factor in my life. No, what I was going to say, what I was referring to, I saw an article this week. Everybody knows the Lizzie Borden house. It
Yeah.
just recently was up for sale, got sold finally, and somebody else bought it. The former caretaker that was there since 2003, I think, or something like that, she sold it, and then like 2 months later she passed away. I think her name was like Mary Eve or something like that. Anyways, everybody knew her. Everybody from Grant to Jason to all the famous paranormal people knew because they all have gone there and investigated at the actual location. Well, for some reason, I don't know if it's just in the last couple of weeks, her Facebook account has been sending out messages saying, "Hey, it's me, it's Mary," and all this stuff, and I'm doing well. How's everybody doing? And it's upset a lot of people in the paranormal community because they're like, whoever's doing this, you need to just quit. This is not a funny joke, whatever. It's stupid or whatever. It's just
well,
it's distasteful. Well, the mom of the lady her mom got on Facebook and said, "Please stop this. This is my daughter talking about. This is not funny. Knock it off," basically. And it's just, like I said, everybody's up in arms about it right now. Go ahead.
could you
say.
be able to track it like cell phone towers and stuff like that?
I mean, depends.
If somebody has a phone that is sending that,
Oh, yeah. You can track it by IP address. And
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I
But I
mean-
would like to know who has her sign in. I mean, you can probably hack into it. Don't get me wrong.
right? But you could be able to track that down if they really wanted to get that investigated.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's possible. Everything's
Yeah.
trackable. I mean, it's uncalled for at this time.
it is. But I think if they're really upset with it, then do that investigation part of it and see if you can find out
Who's
where it
doing
is
it,
and
yeah.
see if you can find it. If there is no really an IP address or anything to it, it's just actually sending a message. That's
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Right.
why be so upset with it? I mean, maybe she's trying to talk.
Well, and I have
Well-
heard of dead accounts that are actually communicating with people
Sure.
through dead Facebook accounts.
Yeah.
That
Well, the thing is with this particular incident, everybody who knew her knows that's not how she would talk, which she specifically said in there.
See,
So
that's
they
the
know
thing,
somebody's
yeah.
just pulling, messing with
Yeah.
them, whatever. But it's just the fact whoever thought this was a good idea needs to quit, whatever. And speaking of kindred spirits, Rhea was talking about if we ever watched it with the Lizzie Borden episode. I have
yes,
seen it.
yes.
Yeah. They also, speaking of, what's her name? Oh God, I'm drawing a blank. Who's kindred spirit? Amy.
Amy.
Amy Bruni. She's one of them that posted it, said, "Knock it off, whatever. This is gross. This is disgusting, whatever." She's one of them. That's when I first saw it was her page, and then of course Chip Coffey got on there and said something, and then
Right.
a couple other people. Yeah, everybody's up in arms, like I said, over this. It just happened this past week, matter of fact, which was, I don't know. It's stupid. Yeah, but no. It was actually her account. It wasn't a fake account. It was actually from her real account. That's why everybody's up in arms about it too. It's just like
Yeah.
whoever got her information needs to knock it off. But we'll keep on going with the theme here. We got a few more. We got quite a few we could play. I could play for hours. All the evidence, all the videos I picked up tonight, and there's more. But so This next one is a little different. It's not really Poltergeist. It's the same guys. They go to a cave by Area 51, which I thought was pretty cool, and they had some weird things happen. So I'll just play that one. It's not really Poltergeist, but it's something interesting. You'll see something on there that I want to get your guys' take on this. So we'll play that real quick here.
While exploring a canyon outside of Area 51, the team has to climb, jump, and squeeze through rocks to reach their destination. While going deeper into the caves, they begin hearing sounds as if they're being followed.
Yeah, footsteps. Here. Yes.
It was like a big rustle.
Right around the corner. Hello? Anybody there?
Once they are at the bottom, they begin to run the spirit box, and then this happens.
You big? Good. It's just static. Nothing. Oh. Yeah. What the f***? Yeah.
Shit, I hear it, yeah.
Dude, I've never heard a fucking box make that noise.
Their transmission is being interrupted by a strange squealing sound.
Try to turn it off. Same shit. What?
And suddenly, a strange light appears, shining down from above the canyon.
What the fuck is that? Look at the phone. Look. It's like lighting up all around the floor and shit. Look. I have no idea.
It's lighting me up. Like a fucking...
Insane.
All of a sudden it was gone. The light just disappeared. The speaker on the spirit box, it just cut off pretty much at that point.
As they exit the caves, Casey is greeted by something in the shadows.
What the fuck is that? What? Something's in there, bro. What? I don't know. Something just moved across right here. What?
Was this an animal? If so, what kind of animal would be this deep in the canyons? Or maybe, just maybe, there was something unearthly following them after all.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, it could have easily faked, of course, but
Well, the SB11,
they're
I've
crappy.
had. Yeah,
Sorry.
when you have it turned up that high,
Yeah.
it will do that. So that there, I can sit there and debunk.
Yeah, I've
It's
heard
not-
that too.
Yeah,
I've quit using the SB11. It was a cool concept,
yeah,
but it's malfunctioned so many times in
Yeah.
the moment. I got frustrated with it. I know you have one, I have one. And
yeah.
I still have it in my case. I just don't ever use it because I can't
SB7 all day long. That thing is too
Yeah, if you turn the volume up,
wonky.
it fails. If you try to get sweeping one way, one craps out and starts. I don't know. It was like I said, it was amazing design to think about it. I know it was Gary Galka's company, that did Galka. I can't say his name. The guy that makes all the machines, like the millimeter and all that stuff. Yeah, the K2's going off. It's a cool design, but it's just I don't know. It doesn't want to work very well. I wish it did. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
me
surprised
too.
by that.
Yeah.
What about the thing at the end?
I don't know. That was an odd shape.
Yeah,
Was there eyes
Yeah.
to it?
it looked like there was an eye at the end, like a kind of a.
Like
It
kind of.
looked kind of like wolf in nature, which knowing the area,
Right.
Skinwalker Ranch and all that stuff's not that far from there. And I mean, was it a Skinwalker? I don't know.
It's also Area 51. Who's to say they're not aliens?
Right, that too.
What was the light? You know, the light in the sky too.
That's what I didn't. I was looking. I wanted a better image of it. Of course, they had barely the end of it. You could see
Right.
kind of down the bottom corner, it was like 2 to 3 dots. It looked triangle in shape
Right.
almost.
Which is the typical alien
Yeah.
vehicle
Yeah,
flying.
Especially for
but-
that area, you know,
yeah.
the Tic Tac triangle.
I don't know if it's real or not, but I just saw. I found these videos. I just stumbled across them. I have other videos from them and other videos in general we can play here. We'll play a few more, and then it's getting close to that hour. Not the
No
witching
way.
hour. The end of
Really?
the hour. What? It's almost the end of the show.
Dang.
I know. We're having some fun little discussions about random things. So, this is one. This is down in Texas. This is why I got confused about the Biltmore, whatever. This is the old Yorktown Hospital in Texas. They investigated at.
Oh, yes, I want to go there so bad.
Me too. This one's fun. So, has some good evidence they had captured.
The old Yorktown Hospital in Texas is known to be haunted by many visitors. While a team is investigating, They separate to run some tests and are all met with strange encounters.
Present. I swear to God, I just heard laughing.
You toying with me? What the fuck? What the fuck? For reals, Casey, Colton, do not fuck with me, dude. Hey,
Open the door.
Okay. This is a lot.
Hey guys,
Certain places warn not to use Ouija boards, as the results oftentimes turn out bad. The team disregards the warning and decides to use the Ouija board in the church of the hospital.
We were told not to use a Ouija board in this place. But we want to communicate with you. Can you give us some kind of movement?
These guys are insane. To put that board on a church, like a sacred altar like that, and obviously it was going to stir something up.
is the entity that moved the door in the toy room present with us now?
What happens next is heart-stopping.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck was that?
Something non-human begins to make a sound from behind them.
I heard this extremely low, weird, like, laugh.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck was that?
The crew decides enough is enough and packs up to leave the hospital.
I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to get out of here, dude. I think I am too, honestly. I've had my fill.
So they had a couple things like examples of poltergeist activity in there with the banging noise in that one, like let's say like some kind of like cell or something. I don't know what it was, but the door opening too. I mean,
Yeah.
he caught it from two different angles. What are you laughing at, Jason?
Just them.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Just,
yeah.
you know, they were told not to do a Ouija
would've
board
did it
in there.
anyways.
But we're going to do it.
Yeah.
And as soon as they, start anything, they're like, oh my God, what's this? Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
you're
this.
that low
I'm not gonna-
moan or whatever. But they described it
I'm
as
like-
laughing. But
Yeah,
do it.
continue on. You
Yeah.
brought it in there. Continue on, you douchebags.
Well, I've seen so many people on the shows lately do that. Or not that, but just the activity is starting to pick up. Like, okay, we're gonna leave this area now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
No.
what are you doing? Stay there and ramp it up more.
Because their drama gets them on TV.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, I've always said that we're like the insane people that we would run towards the
Oh
the
yeah. Go
activity
towards it.
versus
We'd have two people still continuing doing that while we have another two going after what was just
Right.
being heard.
Yeah.
Why run?
I only ran towards it, never away from it, to my knowledge. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I mean, I can't. This is why we do investigate at places. This is why we're there, and it's just like, why would we run away from it?
One location I did walk away pretty quick from.
I had
And-
to. I'll be honest.
but-
Which one was that?
Well, when we was over in Augusta at that private location, and myself and Paula was back in that one area, and you wouldn't go back there because of the flooring issues.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I had
yeah,
that guy.
You weren't there.
Yeah, and that whatever came up behind me through that door and grabbed me, for at least it felt like it grabbed me, and
Yeah.
Paula was there, and then it was weird,
Yeah.
but
I mean, like
I want to
said-
go back there and I tried to get it again, but it wouldn't do it again. So
Oh, right. Like I said, I haven't really ran from stuff. I talked about it where we encountered, I think I mentioned last week, we encountered something demonic possibly, and so I had to stop in the moment for our protection and to make sure we want to continue, and we decided not to in that moment.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily running away from it, it's just we didn't want to.
Not pursue it for that moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously given us enough warnings that night to. We shouldn't. Is it going off again?
Nope.
Oh, I thought you looked that way.
Just checking.
So, I don't know. Like I said, if the activity is hot and heavy, I wouldn't run away from it. I'd run towards it. I mean, either to figure out, okay, is this truly paranormal, or is it what the hell is causing this thing, or whatever making that noise? I want to know what it is.
Exactly.
But you get what you ask for. I mean, if you're going to put a Ouija board on, a church altar, you're going to have something. I mean, who knows what it was.
mean, they did the whole display of we're going to do this, and had to repeat we were told not to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first sign of anything happening, which is what they were wanting.
Let's pack up and go.
That's the whole idea. They turn and run.
Right.
It's
I don't get it.
Yeah. Your muscles and tattoos don't seem to do anything to keep your bravery. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
it's true, though. I mean,
She's
come
laughing
on.
too. All the way up
Come
to the
on.
red, yeah.
It's just like,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it went all the way up to the red just now.
Do that again if you're laughing. You think it's funny?
it's just, that kind of stuff just irritates me.
Yeah.
You're just obviously doing this for show.
Right.
That's all it is. How do we even know that what they recorded or what they're presenting?
No.
And I think it was Barbara who says, I hate the fact that they continue to put music to all this.
Yeah, you gotta heighten it up. Well, I'm guilty of it too. I mean, you want to put suspenseful music behind your videos just to heighten everybody's senses that are watching it. I mean,
yeah,
that's why I do it, because it's a build up, and then I don't do it to every video we've done. I just do it to a couple of videos. Just
Right.
For
And sometimes you stop the music or
Yeah.
anything, and then you play the evidence, and then
I wouldn't drown it out. But yeah, it's just part of the whole entertainment factor. I mean, if you look at the videos, they're really well put together. I mean,
They
I'm
are.
kind of jealous of the quality of camera work they have and how they've done it. But it's just, that's why I question how much of this is real. But I mean, there are real groups. I know.
well,
I
we
don't
are
want to
too.
doubt them.
We're a real group too.
No, I know, but I don't want to. I'd hate to think that a real group would just put evidence out there to fake it and do it.
Everyone
But it
wants
happens
to make
more
it big. Everyone wants to make it
of
big, and they're mimicking everything that Ghost Adventures does. So
Ghost Hunters and everything
Ghost.
else.
Well, yeah. I mean,
with the pre-interviews or the interviews in between takes and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, but you got to. I mean, you got to keep the audience entertained. So, I'll play one more video of theirs this week, and then we'll hold the rest of them. I have, like I said, quite a few more videos that will show more Poltergeist. Plus, we want to do a part 2 continuation of the dolls that were there. We haven't really given them names yet, so viewers at home, if you have any kind of name for either one of those dolls, please let us know. Comment down below, or whatever, send it through our. You can email it to us if you want to. Once again, our email is crypticheartland@gmail.com. But I'm going to record, like I said, down here as much as I can. I'll put video cameras up here, and nobody's down here in the studio, and we'll see if we capture any kind of movement.
Yeah.
Anything, you never know. But this last video is a true definition of a poltergeist that they filmed. So I'll play this one here, and then we'll wrap up the show here just slow. Sorry, I got distracted. Pretty soon here. 1 second. Let's see what we got here. Okay.
Their home plagued by paranormal activity. They have captured something moving items and trashing their home on security cameras. But whatever it is, it can't be seen. Nothing as crazy as what you are about to see. Objects thrown around the kitchen. Phantom lights flashing. but most shocking. A figure caught in the midst of it all.
I don't know if I agree with the figure part, but
No, I didn't see a figure in there. I seen.
I saw the black shadow they're referring to.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really a figure, if it's just the lighting itself or something.
That is interesting though, especially in the kitchen there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I like how it's two different things. You got the dining room area with the flashing lights. That's kind of like a flash photography thing, and we've seen that in one other. What do you call it? Not us personally, but Sir No Face, the building down in
Right.
Australia, had that where they would be in complete blackness and they would talk and ask for responses, and then it'd be like a flash went off and you see the thing like emit energy.
But I was looking at that as I replayed it with it blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
It almost looks like they're stationary lights.
Oh, is
You
it?
know, yeah, it almost looks like all the blue lights
Yeah.
are like actually been placed there because it's
Gotcha.
all in the same spots all over at the same time.
Gotcha.
And the kitchen stuff is easy to you know,
Yeah.
paranormal caught on camera, you
I
know,
know.
shows that stuff all the
I
time
know.
with the whole pulling. You know, you got just a string this way, a string
Yeah,
that
fish
way.
wire. I get it. But then there's the flip side of it. What if it is real?
I know.
That's just it. You don't know.
I
Not
know.
you, but I'm saying people. The
But
viewers
there's
don't
so
know.
many
It's hard to.
people who fake it.
You're right.
So much.
You're absolutely
But
right.
watching the lights, it just to me it looks like they're stationary lights that somebody's just like
Flipping.
has rigged to like go off to
Yeah.
do that kind of thing.
Because I
don't
think
know.
flash photography, the old style bulb you to screw in and
Yeah.
That's what it kind
But
of
if
looks
you
like.
look
yeah.
at it, the lights are up on the ceiling and they're
Mhm.
just flashing, and lights that don't even match the type of room. I mean, it should
Right.
be just that chandelier and stuff, but it looks
Yeah.
like there's actual, you know, that you just glue up there and capture
Sure,
paranormal
sure.
stuff.
Yep, definitely. I'm trying to think what I was going to say. Shoot, I don't even know. I don't know if we've ever caught a phenomenon like that. I'm trying to think of any other cases we've had where we've had like flashing lights. I mean, we've seen lights emit glowing like balls of light or orbs, whatever you want to call them.
I don't know.
But
I feel like
not flashing.
we've never captured it, but I feel like we've been in a room before. God, when was that? It was before you. It was an old farmhouse, and I kid you not, like the floor was just in one room. The
Mhm.
floor was vibrating,
Sure.
and I want to say like in the hallway, it was just a flash of light that just lit up.
Oh, really?
And not to mention like the Orpheum. I saw it with I was
Oh,
standing
yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
with the Pepsi guy and
Sure.
his cousin or
Yep.
nephew.
Yep.
And we just happened to like right in front of us, like the entire staircase just illuminates.
Yep. Looked like somebody
mean-
had a flashlight up there. And
Or a
we
lantern.
were
To
all-
me, it
we
was
were
more
all
like a
accounted
lantern.
for.
The way you turn on
Yeah.
a lantern and it just expands
Yep.
and stuff. That's what it looked like. But it was just on for a second and then
Yeah.
gone.
I happened to be out coming outside from the outside. I could see you guys animated, so I ran in and see what's going on. And I think Jeremiah and I ran in at the same
Yeah.
time. And
We tried
so
to.
we chased it. You guys went down to where you saw it. We went up the
Yeah.
other staircase and we all met in the middle and couldn't find
and
the
we
source
couldn't.
of the light.
Yeah, we couldn't figure, and we could not recreate it either.
No.
Nothing we had, flashlights, nothing
Yeah.
could recreate.
And immediately
what
it
we saw.
reminded me of the old type of when you're going to a theater or movie, you have an usher with a flashlight showing you to your seat, whatever, and that's what it kind of, by your description, that's kind of reminded me of.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's interesting, but we didn't. Unfortunately, we didn't have anything pointed for the staircase. We didn't know. Why would we? Because
Right,
most of
exactly.
our cameras were pointed in areas that or walkways that where the hotspots were at the time. And the Orpheum is huge. Other than just the theater itself, I mean, you got underground stuff that nobody really knows about. That's where the dressing rooms are at. We got the old speakeasy that was down there. That's just the dirt rooms down there now, and which we had some decent activity. Just all kinds of things everywhere. Upstairs, the projection booth. I mean, that's where I had a lot of activity with things interacting with us on command, you know, banging on things. Not quite paranormal, I think, is more of a call and response thing. So, but we'll do a part 2, like I said, because next week all the videos I want to show are people's own. It's not a group presenting it. It's people's own cameras that they've had in their houses, like the Ring cameras to Nest to whatever.
See,
Of them capturing
I like
things.
those.
Yeah.
They look a little bit more authentic, I feel like, and there's nobody in the house. Now, could they be duped and faked? Anything can be faked. I mean, you can create your own things, your own videos from home, from your own iPhone, matter of fact. So it's possible. But these videos I'll play next week, and there's a ton of them. We'll continue on with those, showing those next week. Also, we'll continue on part 2 of. People are saying Clementine.
Clementine, yeah.
I kind of like Cuddles. I mean, it's your dolls. You do whatever you want, but to the other dolls.
No, that's a team. They're team dolls.
I mean, 2 C's. So I mean,
Clementine and
fun.
Cuddles.
So, yeah, if you didn't get the opportunity to watch earlier, go back and watch the video. We had some one-on-one interaction, one-on-two, whatever you want to call it, with interaction with something with those 2 dolls. These are dolls that Dan had got from an estate sale that they're just crazy looking. I mean, not crazy in a demonic way, just crazy, like, they're interesting looking. I know you can't really see them on camera as well as their faces. I'll work on that next week for the lighting, try to get that. It was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing I had. I called Dan out before he drove out here and said, hey, bring your dolls. You talked about bringing, so.
Yeah.
But
and they enjoy the trip.
Yeah. We'll be back next week definitely with the part 2 to the show.
Absolutely.
Continuation, and who knows what else we might do in the room here.
You bet.
I mean, you never know what we're going to do on the Cryptic Heartland show. Maybe a Ouija board. You never know. So.
And we know a lot of you guys will be at the lake, but hey, you can come watch us afterwards.
Yeah.
So we'll be here though.
Yep. I forget next weekend is
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend. So. Yeah, definitely. And you can just go back and watch the video. You don't have to watch it live. It's always going to be out there on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. So you can go back and rebroadcast or replay the video. Let us know if you see anything else, because I'm not watching continuously the K2 and things.
K2 going crazy. She just went off again.
Did she?
Yeah.
Real quick for the viewers at home, is there anything on the millimeter at all? Any kind of fluctuation or any kind of numbers?
Millimeters laying flat.
Okay. Seems like the K2 had a lot of interaction now. I'm real leery about the K2 because I know you can be faked with cell phones, but as you saw in the videos tonight, we weren't doing anything. We were just talking, and it was answering intelligently to me. I mean, or to us, whatever I feel.
It was.
Yep, and it was spike high. So just one more time for the viewers at home, thank you. Right on command, see what I'm talking about? Thank you for helping out. We're not doing anything, so we're just standing. I'm not even on that side of the room. They're by themselves over there. Those guys are.
Yeah, thank you for talking to us tonight.
Yep.
Both of you.
Yep.
Or one of you. Yeah, there you
Yep.
Promise to go cuddle with Leo tonight, okay? That's
whatever.
go. Oh, no. Yeah.
I'm not. Like I said, I like things. I like all things. So
he does have clowns in the house too. I think there's some clowns in here.
You know, I don't think there is because the boys. I don't know if they have anything.
I'll get you a new clown. I'll bring you one.
Yeah, that's where it is going off still, and then it stopped. We'll get you a clown. We'll get you a clown. There it goes.
Yeah.
This is too much fun. I hate to quit it, man, but that's that time.
Yeah, I need to get going. I got to wake up at 4. So.
Yep, so.
Woohoo.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in this evening for the Cryptic Heartland podcast. This has been episode 144, Poltergeist, Possessions, and obviously haunted artifacts such as dolls. And we will come back next week with episode 145, inching ever so closely to the episode 50th episode. I'm done. Episode 150. God damn. I was a trip on those 50s for some reason. I used to say, what did I say, the 50th anniversary when we were doing the 50th episode? I don't know. I get tired and leave me at the end of the show, so I apologize. But all right, y'all. We will see you next week for the Cryptic Heartland crew. I'm Leo. We got Jason. We got Dan. And
good night, guys.
Rosemary.
Clementine and Cuddles.
Rosemary?
Or Rosemary.
I don't know. We should not answer it.
Bye, Rosemary. You have a good evening.
We'll see you guys next week.